And hello, everybody, and welcome to Ruskier Field at Villa Grove High School. This is the Douglas County Digest.com Varsity Football Game of the Week. It's the Blue Devils of Villa Grove versus the Crusaders of Crossroads Academy of Big Rock. Alongside Alan Patton, Jerry Girardi here. We're glad you're with us for a great non-conference game scheduled for today here. We have Villa Grove who are making their way out onto the field. And Alan Patton, Villa Grove, VG has been very good thus far in this 2012 campaign.
That's right, Jerry. The Blue Devils are 2-0 right now. They've won a couple one-sided games for sure. Week 1, they defeated Westville, which is usually a very good football team, by a score of 39-12. And then last week they had their way scoring early and often against Danville Schlarman, a team that's having trouble getting the numbers out and keeping them. Final score of that game was 82-6. And this is really one of the last I don't know how easy it's going to be, but in a couple of weeks they're going to be starting a big run of Little Okaw Valley Conference games against Arcola, Cerro Gordo, and Arthur Lovington Atwood Hammond. So this will be a good tune-up for the Blue Devils as they go against a Crossroads Academy team that is not an IHSA member. They're called an approved member. That means they can play IHSA schools, but they're not eligible for postseason play. They played 2 games last year, lost both of those one-sided to much larger schools. This year rather, they've playing 6 games against IHSA teams. They won last week against Chicago Academy 12-7, and they start a run of Little Okaw Valley Conference teams today. They take on the Blue Devils today. Next week they play at Arthur Lovington Atwood Hammond, and then on the 29th they play at Arcola. So they're going to be very familiar with that stretch of highway between Big Rock and Douglas County in the next few weeks.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And in that game against Chicago Academy was a halftime scoreless tie. They did the scoring in the second half, and Crossroads Academy struck first. A nice play there. Lionel Lane was involved there for a touchdown right off the bat for Crossroads Academy, and then Chicago Academy answered. In fact, Chicago Academy took the lead 7-6, and in the final stages, Kyle Yamanaka, one of the tri-captains here, he was involved on a nice 5-yard touchdown set up by the run there by Jonas Scott. So I'll tell you, there's some athletes here on Crossroads Academy, and for Villa Grove, what more can we say about the one and only Ryan Pierce? Crossroads could be in a catch-22 as a number 22 Ryan Pierce when this game gets underway, Alan.
Yeah, Ryan Pierce, the leading rusher in the area so far after 2 games. He's really rolled up some numbers. Last week he had last week 14 carries, 251 yards, scored 8 TDs. The 48 points he scored broke a 57-year-old school record that was set back in 1955 when Don Payton scored 42 points. So Ryan Pierce on the season, he's 45 carries, 430 yards, 9.6 yard per carry average, and 11 TDs. He's the leading scorer and rusher in the area. And we're just about ready to go. Villa Grove kicking off to Crossroads Academy.
And we are underway. And this one is going to be fielded by Wagner from the 15. Nehemiah Wagner cuts to the left side. Hosts of blue jerseys there to greet him and ground him right around the 15-yard line, it appears. We'll check where they spotted. And special teams coming into play there. A host of Blue Devils in on that stop, Alan Patton. And they're setting the tone with some good team defense.
Yeah, Wagner got the ball and tried to go to the left, go around the left side, but he was met by a bunch of blue and gold and brought down at about the 15-yard line, and that's where Crossroads will take over.
Quarterback for the Crossroads Academy Crusaders is Jonas Scott. He wears number 12. And number 1 on this side of the field, Lionel Lane, who got the touchdown last week against Chicago Academy, is split out to the bottom of your screen. He is wide right. 1st and 10 for the Crusaders from the 15-yard line, and Scott is going to roll. He's going to throw, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Wagner. Good pressure there by Noah Palmer, number 4 in the backfield of Villa Grova, to put the heat on the Crusader signal caller. 2nd and 10.
Yeah, that was a good rush by Noah Palmer coming from his linebacking position. And it's going to bring up a 2nd down and a 10 for the Crusaders at their own 15-yard line.
Ed Owen is your referee. Eric Barr is the umpire. Buck Barnes, the headlines in there. Dave Purvis, the line judge. Back judge is Tony Rake, all from Mattoon. 2nd and 10. They go pro set. Split backfielders. A wide out to both sides. And nothing doing there. That was Jonas Scott. And he appears to be a stop for a loss there. It looked like Bjorn Borg, number 56, was in on that play.
Yeah, I don't know if Scott fumbled the ball or just had trouble with the snap, but Bjorn Oberg was right in there for a loss of 5 on the play. It's going to be 3rd and 15 back at the 10-yard line for the Crusaders, and we imagine they may try to pass this time. We haven't seen anything. Well, they did try the one pass that was incomplete, but
the line to make the 25-yard line, and stoppage of play. This one looks like it's going to be against the Crusaders for illegal procedure.
That's what it is. Procedure against Crossroads.
First tackle of the game made there by Oberg. Villa Grove zip code is 61956, number 56. There defensively, there. Player go.
So the ball goes back to the 5, and it's 3rd and 20 for the Crusaders.
Lane is wide right again, and Scott remains under center with a split backfielder behind him. And Jonas Scott, oh, he's going to be stacked up. He may have gotten to the 5 if fortunate there. And again, Noah Palmer, number 4.
Shane Frick and Ryan Pierce also in on the stop. They're going to say no gain on the play.
Frick had 8 tackles plus a pick last week. And that win against Schlarman. Wow, they're going to be punting from their own end zone, Alan Patton.
That's right. Good defensive start for the ball game for the Blue Devils, and they'll have good field position after the punt.
And punting there for Crossroads is 4th. Back deep to receive for Villa Grove, or standing at about the 37 of Crossroads, is Hubbard, who returned one for a touchdown last week, and that will go out of bounds.
Looked like that was John Brandow, the punter.
He was. I beg your pardon. Thank you, Alan.
So they got about 20 yards on that punt. And Villa Grove will take over 1st and 10 at the Crossroads 25-yard line.
And as they come out onto the field on offense for the first time, John Henderson is the quarterback. Terry and Price, Shane Frick are the up backs, and the deep back is Ryan Pierce. And they fake it to Pierce. Oh, what a nice sack there on John Henderson. Coming in there was number 37, Misha O'Connor, with the blitz. He came from somewhere up the middle there to make a nice defensive play there. They faked to Pierce, and nice anticipation by the Crusader defense, and they're backed up to the 29-yard line.
Loss of 4 on the play.
2nd and 14.
Gabe Palmer coming out of the ball game for a moment for the Blue Devils.
And here is Frick. Frick is going to sweep it to this side. Inside the 15, inside the 10, inside the 5. And he is down out of bounds, close to the goal line. It's going to be 1st and goal for the Blue Devils. Shane Frick sweeping off the left side there. And, oh, he was so close to pay dirt there. Big play of... We're going to mark it at about the...
Well, we got a face mask. Face mask penalty against Crossroads. So looks like the ball is
half the distance to where the play ended. Well, we'll have to, or where the infraction happened.
okay. So, all right, that was a touchdown.
Shane Frick with a touchdown. Talk about Ryan Pierce and with all his touchdowns, Frick, that's his third rushing touchdown so far this season. He had a rushing touchdown against Schlarman last week and the week before against Westville. And here is Bjono Berg with a point after. Snap pole kick over the crossbar, and it's 7-0 Blue Devils with 9:09 left in the opening quarter. I'll tell you, Alan Patton, I'm not as experienced as you, sir, but I've never seen a touchdown gone by those means before.
Well, the officials were the official on this side of the field was standing near about the 1 or 2 yard line, but and I didn't see an indication of a touchdown. But they're going to mark off the penalty against Crossroads, so that'll be a probably a 15-yarder. So they'll
I assume so.
Villa Grove will kick off from probably the 45 of Crossroads. Well,
that's my guess.
We're gonna
wow. 7-0 in favor of
face mask against.
Oh, I'm so glad you're here. Yep, right on the button there, Alan Patton there. Yep, they're gonna. Wow,
that was a 2-play drive. Covered. Well, actually, it covered 29 yards because they lost 4 on first down. Frick ran it in from the 29-yard line.
And there was some good running over the left side. Quick kickoff there. This one looks like it's going to go through the end zone there.
Henderson kicking off for the Blue Devils and put it through the end zone. As soon as it crosses that goal line, it's an automatic touchback. Let's tell you a little bit about the Blue Devil defense. On the defensive line, Bjorn Oberg, number 56, Cole Beasley, number 57, and Jared Derby, number 82. 5 linebackers for the Blue Devils. Terrion Price, number 3. Shane Frick, number 14. Gabe Palmer, number 34. Wyatt Beasley, number 61. And Noah Palmer, number 4. We'll give you the secondary in just a moment.
1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. They remain in the pro set. And Villa Grove showing blitz there. Handoff. And this one will maybe a yard at best there. Ball carrier was Kyle Yamanaka. And there to greet him and ground him there for Villa Grove was Devin Frederick, number 50.
Going to give him a yard on the play. 2nd down and 9. Devin Frederick in on the tackle, number 50 for the Blue Devils. Going to be 2nd and 9 from the 21.
Lane will go wide left. Wide right will be Skripczynski, Francis Skripczynski, number 42. And the backfielders remain split behind Jonas Scott. And here's Yamanaka trying the left side. He's going to lose yardage there.
He's going to be dropped at the 19. Looks like Ryan Pearson on the tackle, among others.
Line to make the 30-yard line for Crossroads Academy for a fresh set of downs.
So it's going to be 3rd and 11 for the Crusaders. Their offensive line, predominantly freshmen, according to the lineup we were given.
Here's a handoff there, and it's Wagner. Wow, a sea of blue to bring him down just beyond the 20.
Oberg, Noah Palmer. I think that was
Frick, number 14.
Gabe Palmer also in there.
Yes, sir.
So Wagner, maybe got 2 on the play. It's going to be 4th down and 9.
Ran out a punt for the Crusaders. Hubbard on the near side, 32. Back deep to receive, along with, looks like Pierce on the far side, number 22, and that one.
It's a high kick. It's going to go out of bounds. It's still in Crossroads territory. Going to call it the 45-yard line. So that's a 24-yard kick for Brandow. And the Blue Devils get it back. 1st and 10 at the Crossroads Academy 45.
Chad Musselman, the head coach for Villa Grove. This is his 6th season, and the Blue Devils have been very solid since his arrival in 2007. 4 playoff appearances. Last year, despite the 4-3 record in the Little Oka, just missing the playoffs. But I'll tell you right now, off to a very good, solid start this year so far. And Henderson is the quarterback for Villa Grove. They're going to hand off to...
Nope, he keeps it.
Oh, he's going to keep it. Look at him go around the left side. Inside the 20, down to the 18-yard line. 27 yards for the QB of VG. I beg your pardon. Gioni with the possible touchdown-saving tackle there. That was a nice... I'll tell you, they're running around the left side with good efficiency. They must see something in that right side of the defense of Crossroads there. So a 1st and 10. We'll call it the 18-yard line. Terrion Price in motion. Here's Pierce's first carry of the game, and he takes it up the middle toward the 10.
See if they... Yeah, we're going to call it the 10, a gain of 8. 2nd and 2. Wagner made the stop for the Crusaders. That first down that was racked up by Henderson, the first of the football game for either team. Kind of a double wing, single setback.
And the toss to Price. Terrion Price trying to turn it wide to the right. A flag is down on the far side as Terrion takes it inside the 5.
Flag was thrown at about the 17-yard line. We'll see what the call is. Holding against the Blue Devils. And let's see if that's... See where they...
Flag was thrown at about the 17-yard line.
And we've got an injured Villa Grove player on the far, or
Crossroads
Crossroads
okay.
player. I couldn't tell red from blue from this far.
There is a person in blue, though, attending there from the Villa Grove training staff.
Holding against the Blue Devils. That's gonna. Oh, the official dropped the ball. We count that as a fumble. Fumble on the stripes.
Recovered by the stripes.
Yeah. Okay, that's going to go back to the 17, so a 10-yard penalty against Villa Grove. Actually, that's really only about a 7-yard loss, I guess.
If they backed up to the, let's see, they were around the 10. They were, let's see.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the Crossroads Academy player that was shaken up down the field on the far side is back up, and he's walking under his own power. Jog back to the sidelines. Okay.
Going to be 2nd and 19 for the Blue Devils. Back at the 27. They've got to get to the 8 for a first down.
Terrion Price a wing to the left there. And there's the handoff, and Ryan Pierce brought down inside the 20-yard line to about the 17-yard line, and that was 4th. Along with number 30. Number 4th there was the man who greeted him, grounded him there. 3rd down at about 8. We'll call it 3rd and 8, a long 8 or a short 9. And Henderson to the left, and it's caught by Price. Touchdown, Villa Grove, the first passing touchdown of the season for the Blue Devils. Terrion Price on the little short pass there, turned into a touchdown reception. And it's 13-0 in favor of Villa Grove. And Price had all sorts of room on this side of the field.
Good short pass. Villa Grove does not pass a whole lot.
They don't.
Henderson's attempted 10 passes, completed 5 of them for 68 yards. Oberg will attempt the extra point. He's 12 for 15 now this season. And that one is short and wide to the left.
Timeout on the field here at Gear Field, and it's 13-0 Blue Devils. So for a team that rushes a lot and have gotten a lot of rushing touchdowns, we saw a interesting touchdown in that first series there. It was a face mask penalty that produced the touchdown on their opening drive, and right here we've seen a passing touchdown there as Henderson found Pierce on this side of the field, and Price, Terrion Price, and the Price was right there, and so it's 13-0. And
I want to tell you some of our sponsors
Sure,
for DouglasCountyDigest.com Fall Sports. The Villa Grove State Bank, your community bank since 1919 in downtown Villa Grove. The Hillard Insurance Agency, your neighborhood agency in both Tuscola and Villa Grove. Rick's Country Market, the freshest foods with down-home prices in Villa Grove. The Longview State Bank, we belong together with 4 locations. Villa Grove, Newman, Camargo, and Sydney. And A. Patterson Springs Bed and Breakfast in historic Patterson Springs between Camargo and Tuscola.
Wagner, oh, that's a loose ball. That's a live ball. Wagner almost jogged up to that loose ball there. And Villa Grove.
Villa Grove gets it. 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils. We're going to call it 1st and goal. Wagner jumped up to catch the ball. It went through his hands, and he just kind of nonchalanted back to get it.
That's the word.
And he was not aware that was a live ball. And Villa Grove pounced on it at the 10-yard line.
You got to wonder if Coach D.R. Callentine of Crossroads is going to have a talking to Wagner there. D.R. Callentine played under Dennis Green when he was with Northwestern, and Dennis Green pretty vocal, and I wonder if he's going to say something there.
Well, no. I was going to say if it was a short talk, because he looks like he's back in the ball game. And here's Henderson handing off to Pierce, going over the left side of center for about 5 yards.
Number 11 was John Chiona, and 92 Soto there defensively for the Crusaders. So 2nd and goal, and here's Pierce.
And he's going to be down to about the 1. Going to be 3rd and goal at the 1. Pierce with 27 yards on 4 carries here in the first quarter. Ball is on the doorstep. They may call it the 2. We'll see.
3rd and goal, the toss. And here's Frick sweeping wide to the left. Did he cross the plane?
Yes, he did.
Touchdown. Villa Grove Blue Devils. That's Frick's 2nd touchdown of the game.
So Villa Grove taking advantage of the mental mistake by Crossroads on the kickoff, and they take it. $10 yards on 3 plays. And it looks like Oberg will attempt the extra point once again with John Henderson, the holder. So Villa Grove with a quick score after Henderson's got the snap. He's going to roll right. Going to throw it in the end zone, and it is knocked down.
4.5 minutes to go in the opening quarter, 19-0 in favor of the Blue Devils.
Let's tell you about some of our other sponsors for our broadcast, our football and sports broadcast. Edward Jones, Jim Kleiss serving Douglas County and Tuscola on Route 36. Arthur Flowers and Gift Shop with flowers, gifts, and 20 flavors of fudge in downtown Arthur. State Farm Insurance, John Davis serving all of Douglas County, located in Tuscola. The Main Street Gallery, your local Douglas County photos and frames in Arcola. Hillegoss Schrader Funeral Homes in Tuscola, Arthur, and Arcola. Polly's Barbecue, the best smoked meat cooked right here at home in Arthur. Sewing by Kathy, alter, repair, or new. It's up to you in Tuscola, next to Edward Jones. And Tuscola National Bank, the only locally owned and managed bank in Douglas County since 1890. And a big thank you to the cities of Arcola, Arthur, Tuscola, and Villa Grove for making these webcasts possible.
Indeed, and it's Nieto number 40 to put the lacings into the ensuing kickoff for Villa Grove. I must say the field looks great. Last night as we tape, a lot of rain to say the least in central Illinois, and that's a bouncing, rolling kickoff taken there by
Lane.
Lane, yes sir. He's going to get across the 35 and not much farther than that. And the kicker, Nieto, got downfield to lead the charge on special teams defense.
Tyler Shanks also in there to make the stop. Couple freshmen, Gilbert Nieto and Tyler Shanks, make the play on the kickoff. And the ball is going to be marked at the 36-yard line. About the best field position for Crossroads. Jonah Scott still with the split backfield, the wide receivers to both sides. We'll tell you about the Crossroads offensive line here in a second. Here's a pass intended for Lane, incomplete.
Oh, great play there by Hubbard, number 32, and Terrian Price was there.
Offensive line for Crossroads. Kenneth Brown, 6 foot, 250, a freshman. Left guard Justin Ledford, 5'9", 176, a freshman. The center, Riley Bergen, 5'9", 185, a freshman.
Oh my goodness.
Notice the theme there.
Yes.
they start young. We'll give you the rest of the line here in a second after the second down play. And we've got some movement, and may have been against Crossroads. Right guard is Ryan Moyer, 6'1", 180, a senior. And Seth Knox, 5'10", 220, and a senior. Procedure goes back to the 31. Going to be 2nd and 15. That is the third penalty for 25 yards for Crossroads. Jonah Scott, 5'11", 150, a senior. Nick Schumacher is listed as a starter at fullback, 5'6", 166, a junior. Kyle Yamanaka, 5'9", 155, a junior, is the running back.
2nd and 15. Blitz coming. Oh, little pump fake there, and Jonah Scott's going to keep it. 40, 45, breaks a tackle into Villa Grove Real Estate. For the first time of the game goes Crossroads all the way to the Blue Devils' 47-yard line.
About a 22-yard carry that time. So Scott back to pass, flushed out of the pocket, went to the left side, and was successful in getting into Villa Grove territory for the first down of the ball game for the Crusaders. Stephen Moyer, the tight end, 6'4", 190, a sophomore. Lionel Lane, 5'9", 145, a senior, is the flanker.
1st and 10. Scott under pressure, and down to the ground he goes. And it's Shane Frick to do the honors. Back at the 40 of Crossroads, a loss of 13.
Big rush that time by Frick. So it goes back to the Crossroads side of the field, 2nd down. And 22, we're going to say.
So a 12-yard loss there, and we're inside. We're coming up on the 3-minute mark in the opening quarter.
Wide receivers to both sides for Crossroads.
And Scott going back this way, and he's going to be taken down. Oh, what pursuit there. Frederick, number 50, led the pursuit there for Villa Grove. Sealing the deal on the sack there was 56, Bjorn Oberg.
Back to the 35, so another.
So they're at the 35. They need to get to the Villa Grove 37 if they want to keep this drive alive. We have 2.5 to play. 2.5 minutes remaining in the opening quarter. Won't be surprised if we see a shotgun here to try to open up the passing game. No, he's going to stay under center. Will the Jonas Scott, number 12, the quarterback. And it's going to be handed off to Kyle Yamanaka. Across, we think, Alan, there.
About 2 yards, I think.
Two minutes left, opening quarter, 19-0 in favor of the Blue Devils here at Ruskier Field.
Go mark the ball 37, a gain of a couple on the play.
Hubbard, number 32, on the near side, and Ryan Pierce on the far side, number 22. Back deep to receive for Villa Grove. Punting is Brandow, number 23.
Little short snap.
Pierce
taken at the 35.
Pierce to midfield. On the far sideline, he's out of bounds at the 45 of Crossroads.
About a 28-yard kick. Some of the fans were thinking that Brandow went to a knee when he bent down to pick up that punt, but the officials let it go. No call, and Pierce returned it about 20 yards to the 45 of Crossroads.
With a minute 28 left to go in the opening quarter. Fourth drive of the game for Villa Grove coming up. John Henderson under center. And that's Ryan Pierce for 3.
In on the stop, Kenneth Brown for Crossroads.
Kenneth Brown, a 6', 250-pound freshman there, and
gain of about 3 on the play for Pierce. Going to be 2nd and 7 from the 42-yard line. Villa Grove going without a huddle. They're getting the plays signaled in from the sidelines.
We're inside the final minute, 50 seconds left and counting to go in the opening quarter. And Kenneth Brown there again on defense as he puts the brakes on Ryan Pierce inside the 40 to about the 37-yard line. So 3rd and about 3 coming up for the Blue Devils.
Wide receiver to the near side is Dustin White.
Ryan Pierce to the 30. That's good enough for a first down for the Blue Devils.
That's the 2nd first down of the ball game for the Blue Devils. And the Blue Devils right back up to the line of scrimmage.
10 seconds left, opening quarter. And it's a keeper, and Henderson around the left end. 15, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, touchdown. John Henderson, quarterback keeper, sweep around the left side. 6 points for number 6. 25-0 in favor of Villa Grove as time has expired in the opening quarter, and they'll get the PAT before that opening quarter comes to an official close.
4 plays, 45 yards for the Blue Devils. They are making quick work. The time of possession stats will not look good for Villa Grove. It'll be. But I always figured if you're scoring, you're winning. Who cares about you? You don't get points for time of possession.
Let's see if O'Burr can get a point here on the PAT.
And he gets that one up and good.
26-0 as we have come to the end of the opening quarter. here on the DouglasCountyDigest.com varsity football game of the week. Villa Grove 26, nothing for Crossroads Academy Crusaders. We'll have second quarter action in just a moment.